Here in Gettysburg, NCAA regional semifinals. Here with the Gettysburg Bullets. We have head coach Brooke Kalman, pitcher Paige Forey, designated player Carly Goldstein.
Okay, well, first question for you guys. Obviously, Brooke, you have thoughts on the win tonight?
Yeah, that's a great team right there. And we matched up pitch for pitch, inning for inning with them. That's a team that doesn't give up. I'm very proud of our team. We threw the first punch. They punched back a little harder, and then we kept exchanging punches a little bit. We played our softball game, and we focused on us, and we're 1-0 approach, and we were a successful 1-0 approach for the second day, so it was a great game.
All right, just for the student athletes, obviously this might be a little bit of an odd question, but I'm going to ask it. You played as the home team, and now you're playing as the road team at your home field. You know, did that throw you guys off a little bit? Did it take some adjusting, or did that help you in the contest?
I mean, honestly, from what I've heard from the girls, obviously I don't hit, but like a lot of girls were excited to throw the first punch. They were like, we like being away because we like to hit first. We like to get on the board right away. So it seemed like it didn't affect anyone.
Yeah. We like to score first, so it doesn't matter if it's the top or the bottom of the inning. We know what to do. So.
And Brooke, you made some, obviously during the game, you made some changes, offensively and defensively. Talk about the changes you made that kind of put everything together.
Yeah, so we had an approach, and they executed the approach. The tough thing about tournament ball like this is that you can only prepare for your approach during the warm-up time, and they locked in during warm-up, so I was on them a little bit more than usual, and that worked. The first adjustment we made, unfortunately, Carly got nailed with a foul ball while in the batters on deck circle, and calling a timeout to be like, for the team, what do you think here? Can you do this, or do you think for the team we need to get somebody else in here? And I think how this program has grown, she said, Coach, for the team, you need to get somebody else in here. And I think that shows what our culture is and how it continues to change and get better. But that's a kid who loves to play. He's been a 4-year starter for the most part, and she's saying for the team, you got to get somebody else in there. So that was the most important change we made. And then Abby Todd coming in to be a defensive replacement to give Morgan Friedis a little bit of a break. Cool off and have a nice at bat at the end and go back and finish that game. So that's our role players. Every role is different on this team. Every role is equally as important.
Obviously, your last question is you're one game away from the Super Regional. Obviously, you can have the rest of the day off. How does it feel to do this at home?
Yeah, we got to stay where our feet are. We can't think about how it's going to feel if we do this at home. We have to continue to focus on that 1-0 approach. You can't think ahead. We have to stay where our feet are. We can do this. We know we can do it. But if we think ahead, we won't be focused on what we're doing. We have to stay where our feet are. And luckily for us, our feet are on Bobby Jones Field.
Going back to Coach, made a comment earlier about how you guys punched first, they came back a little bit harder. For the athletes, what's that like that pep talk to get yourselves back out of that hole a little bit and came out swinging literally in the third inning?
For me, it was just trusting my offense. All year they've been great. They've putting up a lot of runs, and I think at other times maybe I would have been oh man, we're out of it. But I didn't think for a second that we weren't in the game and that they couldn't come back for me. And it feels really good to see them be behind me and stuff like that. So
yeah, and the offensive side, we had scored in the first inning, so we were putting up good at bats. We knew that we could do it, so we didn't get down or anything like that. We just knew that the ball would find grass whenever.
Any closing statements?
No, let's do this.
Yep, one more. Let's go.
All right, thank you guys.